Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to attempt to repair or investigate what is wrong with the driver's side electric window. So let's get stuck into that, shall we? So the issue that we have is that the electric window goes down very slowly and doesn't really want to come up. So we need to sort of work out what is wrong with it. So to demonstrate, goes down and gets tighter at the bottom, and then when we want to go back up, it's really slow. It's like it's tight. And the other day when I did this, it wouldn't come up at all, and took a lot of coaxing to come back up. You can see it's really laboured. So let's get into it, get the door card off and see if we can work out what's going wrong. Right, so step one, remove all the junk out of the door pockets. So let's do that first and get all that put away somewhere safe. Trusty set of pliers. Let's see if we can get that out with those. No, might need some smaller ones. Right, let's try these, some long nose pliers. There we are, got it out. Eventually. Let's hope the rest go a bit easier than that one. Right, next up, got to get this switch panel out with our trusty trim removing tool. And I've never done this before, but hopefully we can do it without breaking anything else. Oh, this is going to get expensive. Oh, nearly. Let's get another one under there. See if we can pry it out. There we go. Okay, and there's the other one there. Right, okay, so that's that one. Speaker cover next. Let's see how that goes. Well, that came off quite simply, nice and easy. So we've got to take these screws out to take the speaker out to reveal some more hidden screws behind there. So let's do that. Right, let's take the speaker out and see what's behind it. Okay, unclip that. There we are. Put that to one side. So what do we got? One screw there, and one there that appear to be holding on this ring and the back of that panel. So we could have probably left the speaker in situ, but anyway, this is learning on the job. So these are just standard Phillips head screws. That hold that spacer ring on, and they screw into the metal of the door. So it does have to come off. Right, then what have we got now? So we've got 2 Phillips screws there and there, so those need to come out. Put those to one side. So up here we've got these star bits, and this is a number 10 star bit, or Torx drive as they call it. And there's 1, 2, 3, 3 of those across the top. So 1 here, 1 behind the door handle, and 1 underneath the electric window switches. So let's get those out. That's one. That's a tricky one. Right, let's see if we can get this door card off without breaking anything else. So again, I've got probably the most useless trim removal tools in the world. They seem to be made of plastic, or chocolate I should say. Right, that's got those off. That came off a bit quicker than I expected it. Right, so now we need to, I think, disconnect this cable here, which connects the lock. Right, I can't work out how to disconnect the door latch from this cable, so I'm just going to hang that part of the door card to the side of the door. Thusly, that's the cable I can't get off. But I'm worried about breaking something else, so I'm going to hang that to the side there, and then concentrate on getting this part of the door panel off. For that, I've got to take off the tray at the bottom to get all of this door lining off. So let's do that next. So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these star drive bits holding this on, and they will just come out like so. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. That's that off. Right, because this part of the door card is getting in the way, I've made a little wire hook and just hooked it up to the top of the door. That way you don't need to disconnect the cable, and it gets it out of your way. Right, so the next thing, got to get this bit of the door card off, and that's just a case of using your pry tool, locating the latches or the catches underneath, and prying them off. These usually break, so that could be a trip to Halfords. And yeah, that one's broken. So you just got to feel your way around to where they are and ping those off using your chocolate trim removal tool. There we are. Just a case of working your way around and unhooking those. It sounds absolutely horrible, doesn't it? And you won't know how many you've broken until you get it off. Go on, yeah. I'll say I've got probably the cheapest, nastiest trim removal tools in the whole wide world. So oh, there we go. Yeah, these are all breaking. trouble with plastic. There we go, one more. Right, next we're going to get the door lining off. This is a membrane to stop any water that goes down through the door, because obviously water drains through your door off of the side windows, and this is to stop that moisture and drafts coming in to the inside of the door and ruining your door cards. So let's get this removed. For this we're going to need probably a metal scraper of some sort, just to ease that off the glue. So let's go and get one of those. Right, metal scraper. Get this in and just gently pry off, whoops, that without tearing it. Are you gonna go? Golly gosh, that is tight. Stuck incredibly well. I can see this is going to tear. It could be an eBay search tonight, see if we can find a new one. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah. Gonna need a new one. Right. Let's just do that for now, and we'll worry about that in a minute. Should be able to get some more of this, and then clean off the glue, and yeah, see how that goes. Right, next bit, just temporarily put the switches back on and lower the window and just see what's happening with this mechanism. So let's do that. So I'll just put the switch back on temporarily. Get it the right way around. Click that in. That's it. Ignition on. That's not. There we are. Right. Drop the window down. And see how that's really tight. So go take it back up again and see if we can work out what's going on with this mechanism. Right, so in through here is a little plastic tag on the bottom of the window, and if you slide that off like that, that allows you to disconnect the glass from the mechanism. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up a little bit, get the glass out of the way, and then check the runner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the window up a bit, release it from the mechanism, and then bring the mechanism down to see if that's tight just on its own. So let's take the window up. There we are. I can still reach that tab. We'll disconnect it, put a wedge in the window, so that the glass doesn't fall down, and then just see how the mechanism runs on its own without the weight of the glass. So without the glass on it, it runs pretty freely. So I'm thinking we're going to try some PTFE spray in the runners of the glass to see if that eases things off a bit. So this is WD-40 PTFE dry oil or dry grease. Pretty good stuff. Other brands are available. So let's spray some of this into the runners and see if that helps. So give it a good shake, and then let me change the camera. Right, so these are the window runners. This is what the glass runs in, and I'm simply going to spray this down in there on both sides and in there. Right, we'll get it back lined up again, the glass with the window runners, and see if that makes any difference. Right, so I'm reasonably pleased with that. As you can see, it goes down nice and smoothly, and it comes up nice and smoothly. I'd say that was a bit of a success. Cheaper than putting in a brand new regulator if you don't need one. So let's see if we can get this door back together without breaking anything else. Right, so we've cleaned up the inside of the door. All the paintwork, give that a clean up. We've removed all of the horrible sticky stuff that was holding on that foam backing. Now we're going to make a new one. As luck would have it, I've got a roll of underlay from the laminate floor that we put in our hallway, which seems to be the same sort of material that I've just taken off, and I think that will do the job very nicely. So let's see how we do that. Right, so I've got the underlay or laminate underlay, and I've just tacked it to the top with a couple of bits of masking tape, and now it's a case of just putting it tight, running a pen round to mark out where we're going to put it, or where it needs to be, and then cutting it out. So just using a sort of Sharpie type pen, just run round the shape that it needs to be, like so, and then we'll cut it out. So it goes all the way around like so, up here, around under there, up over, and you sort of get the idea. That's going to go up like so. There, right, take it off. So then we just, the case of cutting it out. Oop. And this is the bit where the wind picks up and blows everything around. Yeah. Well, we're going to be using some sticky back or some double-sided sticky tape in a minute, in typical Blue Peter fashion. There we are. and that's our basic shape. So let's go and offer that up, see how it fits. Right, so that is the new door lining on. So that's your damp proof and your wind proof there. Back on with this double-sided sticky tape. It's just a case of putting the door cards back on now and getting it all back together. So far, it's going all right. Let's not jinx it too much though. All right, let's get this door card back on. Get that. Right, that goes on easier than it comes off, that's for sure. Right, so do everything that we did in reverse order, and we'll put this door pocket back on now, and let's get that clean out. There we are. Right, so bottom door pocket to go back on, and just get that started like that, and the other side. I'll set my torque on this so it doesn't over tighten these, like that. And then the two bottom ones. There we are. And then what I'll do is I'll just use my hand spanner just to nip those up so that they're not over tightened. That's it. Right, that's that bit done. Right, so next up is to put the armrest and door handle back on. So we'll feed the wires, electric window wires, back in through there. Hooks over there. Like so. That's the speaker wire that goes in there. Right, let's put this ring back in. Like so. Right, that's that support ring back in. Now we put the speaker in. And that goes in like so. I'll just test that again. Make sure that's okay. There we are.
Good old Huey.
Bit of Huey. Always good. Right, now that goes back in there. God, listen to those seagulls.
A lot of seagulls.
Yeah.
Shite hawks, we call them. As soon as you clean the van, they come and they deposit.
Yeah, they poop all over it. That one. And There, right, speaker's back in. That's back on. Right, now we can put, I suppose we'll put that back in next. And make sure that's all working as it should do.
On the other side.
Okay, so that one goes in there. And that one goes in there. And we'll just test the window again, make sure that's working okay. Yep, and the mirrors. There we are. That's moving. Right. And that can go back in. Right, so that's back in. Windows working. Mirrors working. Good. Next to go back on is the speaker cover. That should just go on like so. Done.
Right.
Yeah, got to buy a new one of those.
Oh.
The ultraviolet has killed the plastic and it's snapped. But yeah, so that's an eBay job for tonight. Find a new one of those. But there we are, job done. So that is how you cure a sticky, stiff electric window. Join us on the next one. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, and yeah, join us on the next one. See you then. Bye bye.